Very nervous, of course, over in the Champions League as we edge closer to match number 5 with some clubs on the brink of elimination. Some clubs already through. We're going to take a look at that and much more next. Today we take a look at match number 5 in this year's Champions League as we edge closer to, of course, those illustrious playoff stages, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button, bang it. All things Rovers related, Champions League related, world football related. We're going to all here, boys. Under one Ruski. Oh, Man United already out? Of course, get your calculators out. We'll take a look at it, all of it in a second. Of course, people shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. But anyway, let's, of course, get into the meat of the matter. But just before we jump into it, make sure you bang the old thumbs up. Get the YouTube algorithm working for you. Get all the Champions League content coming your way. And also make sure you bang the old subscribe. A whopping 78% of you are not subscribed, guys. What's that all about? So here we are looking back in my best ever prediction show this season, of course. 48 points, of course, better than my 47. So not too shabby. Not too shabby then. See you, by the way. So let's take a look at how I got on with these then. Starting with Shakhtar Donetsk against Barcelona. 2-1 win it was for Barcelona. No, a 1-1 win, sorry, it was for Shakhtar Donetsk. I went the other way. 2-1 win. Shambles. Meanwhile, Dortmund 2-0 win over Newcastle. I went with a draw. Not great start for me at all. Porto, though, 2-0 win over Antwerp. I went with a 3-0 win. Ain't too bad on that one. Leipzig 2-1 winners over Red Star Belgrade. 3-1 win it was my pick. Man City 3-0 winners over Young Boys Burn. I went with a 4-0 win. AC Milan, I picked up a 2-1 win over PSG. I went the other way on that one. Lazio 1-0 winners of a final. I went with a 2-0 win as well. Atletico Madrid 6-0 winners of a Celtic. I went with a 2-0 win. Sociedad 3-1 win over Benfica. I went with a 2-1. Got myself 4 points for that one. Napoli 1-1 draw against Union Berlin. A final score there. I went with a 3-0 win. Salzburg lost to Internazionale. I went with a 2-1 win as well. Real Madrid 3-0 winners over Braga. I went with a 4-0 win on that one. There it is. BSV 1-0 win over Lens. I went with a 2-1 win myself. Arsenal 2-0 win over Sevilla. I went 3-1 win. At Copenhagen 7-goal Bobby Dazzler. 4-3 win over United. 2-0 win for me. And Bayern 2-1 win over Galatasaray. 3-0 win for me. So those are my picks. What about the situation? Of course, not in the prizes. We don't want to look at that. We don't want to look at. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. And no, open them again. 57 points for Nico ZT. Running away with it. Lewis, though, 57 points. Also, Maka, of course, in the top 3 there. Even on my best behaviour, I don't even get in the top 10. Not great, but we'll keep on going because one of these days I'm going to absolutely floor you and be in the top 10. If you see your name in there, make sure you bang the subscribe. Also, if you don't see your name, make sure you bang the subscribe. That's the situation, though, in match number 4. The overall situation in the table, though, looks like this. Nico ZT with 214, Furious 77 with 213. They are in a nice little tight little race there. Maka in 3rd, though. Then, of course, I'm all the way down into 19th. Again, see your name, smash your likey, smash your subscribe, of course, as we look forward to these games. This is the situation in the table, and as I said, it's not completely out of the water, or is it? There's 6 points on the offer. They could still qualify, Man United. They need to win both games realistically. Of course, who they got this one? We'll take a look at their game in a minute. They are taking on Galatasaray. They've got to win that first and foremost. I know it's a tricky place to go, but they've got to win that first, and that will put them above Galatasaray, probably above Copenhagen, with Bayern left to see what happens to them. So they basically need to beat Galatasaray and then beat Bayern realistically. But it looks doom and gloom for them. Meanwhile, Arsenal are looking all right, 4 points clear over PSV. Napoli are still in the mix, of course, trying to qualify alongside Real Madrid. I think they are there, aren't they, with 12 for 12. Sociedad doing A-OK alongside Internazionale. They look like they're just about, I think they're qualified as well. They're there. They could rest easy in the final 2 games. Atletico Madrid and Lazio top tables in Group E with Feyenoord in 3rd place there. Celtic look like they're out for that one. Dortmund, PSG top table in the Group of Death. Milan, Newcastle looking doomed right now. Group G sees Man City with 100% success rate, 12 for 12. Leipzig in 2nd there. Again, both those two sides have qualified. Barcelona and Porto look good. Shakhtar Donetsk, though, not out of it just yet. It's still to be had. But of course, let's get into the next round of games, which is match number 5. And of course, we're going to do each and every one of them right here, right now. Starting with Shakhtar Donetsk up against Antwerp, coming at you on Tuesday, the 28th of November. November. Pleasure that's just the one time. Of course, we'll talk about that shortly. Shakhtar Donetsk on 67% form for them right now, winning 4 of the last 6. They are third, 6 points on the board. That's over in Group H. Antwerp, of course, are in fourth with 0 points on the board. 3 wins, though, the last 4 for them, looking good at the moment. The previous match, 3-2 winner was for Shakhtar. That was in Belgium back in October. Of course, Shakhtar with a 3-1 loss against Dnipro 1 most recently. And, of course, Antwerp with a 6-0 win over Standard Liège. The odds here to 11-10 on Shakhtar. 11-4 is the draw. 11-4 was also your away win here. Tight one here. Going to go with the popular vote with a 2-1 win for Shakhtar. Meanwhile, Lazio gets Celtic, of course, come at your early kickoff as well on Tuesday, November the 28th. This is over in Group E. Played each other just 3 times since 2019. 1 win for Lazio, 2 for Celtic. No draws, of course. Biggest win. We'll talk about now. None of that. Lazio, though, 58% form for them right now. 2 defeats the last 6. They are second with 7 points on the board. Up against Celtic, just 1 defeat past 6. 67% form for them, of course, over in Group E. Previous match was a 2-1 win for Lazio in Scotland. However, they have played each other in Italy. It was a 2-1 win for Celtic back in November 2019. Celtic on the back of a 6-0 win over Aberdeen. Of course, Lazio with a 0-0 draw against Roma. Back-to-back clean sheets over Lazio heading into this. But the odds right here, right now, we're looking at Lazio 2-1 on for the victory, 60-5 as you draw, 5-1 as your long shots. Let's go. 2-0 win again. Popular vote going with Lazio on this one. Barcelona are against Porto, of course, coming at you on Tuesday, November 28th. Now, these two sides, again, have played each other just twice, of course. Barcelona, though, 67% form for them right now, winning 4 of the last 6. They are second with 9 points on the board. Up against Porto, 83% form for them right now, just 1 defeat past 6. They are top, are Porto, 9 points on the board. Up against Barcelona, also 9 points, and they are second on goal difference. Previous match over in Spain, 2-0 win it was for Barcelona, and that was in the Super Cup. It wasn't even in Spain, it was on a neutral venue, of course. The previous match was a 1-0 win for Barcelona back in October, of course. 2-1 win it was for Barcelona against Alaves most recently. 2-1 win it was for Porto over Guadamares over in the Portuguese top flight. The odds here for this one, though, Barcelona 2019, 29 on. They are favoured here, overwhelmingly so. We've got 16-5 as your draw, 6-1 as your long shots. That's Porto. Let's go 3-1 win. Again, going with a popular vote, of course, for Barcelona. Meanwhile, Young Boys Bono against Red Star Belgrade. That's coming at you on November the 28th. That's a Tuesday. Played each other, of course, 5 times since 2004. We've got nothing but Young Boys, 1 for just Red Star, 4 draws, of course. Young Boys Burn, 4, what we look at, 1 defeat past 5, 58% form for them. They are fourth, of course, 1 point on the board. That's over in Group G. Red Star Belgrade, 58% form for them. Right now, just 1 defeat past 5. They are third with 1 point on the board as well. Previous match, 2 it was, back in October 2023. That was over in Belgrade. However, the last time played each other in Switzerland, it was a 2-2 draw as well in the Champions League qualification phase back in 2019. Red Star with a 2-1 win, previous match against Salznar Pančevo. Young Boys won with a 6-1 win over Luzern in the Swiss top flight most recently. But the odds for this one, we are looking at Young Boys 21-20 for the victory, 11-4 is draw, 23-10 is, of course, your away win here. We are going with a draw. I don't want to go with a popular vote. Let's go 0-0 draw on this one. Going a little bit against the grain. Meanwhile, Man City against Leipzig, of course, come at you on the 28th as well. Same group as the previous one, Group G. Played each other 5 times, 2-1. They've got 3 wins for Man City, 1 for Leipzig, 1 draw, of course. Man City, biggest win for them, 7-0 win. They got 18 goals scored in those 5 games, 3.60 goals a game on average. Leipzig's one and only win. It was a 2-1 win. They got 7 goals scored in 5 games, 1.40 goals a game. City, though, 92% form for them right now. Haven't lost the last 6 games. Haven't lost any of the last 27 home matches. They are top with 12 points on the board. Up against Leipzig, 4 wins out of the last 6 games. Of course, 6-7% form for them right now. Second at the table and 9 points on the board right now. Coming at you, last round in City, of course, 7-0 win it was back in March 2023. The previous match, though, 3-1 win it was over in Germany back in October. The odds right here right now, we're looking at City 3-1 on for the victory. They are red hot favourites, 70-4 is drawn. 50-2 is, of course, your Leipzig here. We're back in City. We're going to go 3-0 win to keep the heat on. Meanwhile, AC Milan taking on Borussia Dortmund, of course, over in the group of death. That's right, that's, of course, Group F. These two sides have played each other 4 times since 2002. We've got 1 win for Milan, we've got 2 wins for Dortmund, 1 draw, of course. Milan, 33% form for them right now, just 1 win in 6. They are third, 5 points on the board. We'll get up against Dortmund on 58% form for them right now, just 2 defeats the last 6 games, top of the table. 7 points on the board right now. Previous match, of course, in Germany was a 0-0 draw back in October 2023. Meanwhile, last time they played each other in Italy, in competitive action, was a 1-0 win for Dortmund as well. Back-to-back games against them in competitive action, professional, of course, action, back-to-back clean sheets as well. Dortmund on the back of a 2-1 loss to Stuttgart. That was, of course, back in the last match in the Bundesliga, with Milan also picking up a 2-2 draw against Lecce. The odds here, we have 2019 on is your Milan here, 11-4 is your draw, 5-2 is your way. When I'm back in the draw here, point apiece. What do you think about that? Let me know down below. Next up, we have PSG up against Newcastle, also group of death, Group F. Played each other just the one time, of course, PSG, 83% 50% form for them right now, just one defeat the past 6. They are second with 6 points on the board. Up against Newcastle, fourth in the table right now, 4 points on the board, 42% form for them, and back-to-back defeats. Of course, heading into this previous match was a 4-1 win for the Geordies. That was at St James's Park. However, PSG on the back of a 3-0 win over Reims, of course, in Ligue 1. Newcastle back-to-back games without a goal, of course, as they lost to Bournemouth most recently. The odds here, we have PSG 20-13 on for the victory here. 3-1 is the draw. We have 7-2 is your away win here. We're going to go with the host here. 2-0 win. Another goalless affair for the Geordies. Feyenoord locking horns against Atletico Madrid coming at you also on the Tuesday. Played each other twice since 2021, 1 apiece. We'll talk about that shortly. Feyenoord though winning 4 of the last 6 on 67% form for them right now. Third in the table, of course, 6 points on the board, of course, in Group E. Atletico, of course, top of the table right now. 8 points on the board right now. Just one defeat at the last 6 games. 75% form for them heading into this. Previous match was the 3-2 win for Atletico back in October 2023. Feyenoord, of course, 1-0 win over AZ Alkmaar most recently. Atletico with a 3-1 win over Villarreal. Back-to-back home wins, scored 9 goals between them over the course of the last 2 games. The odds, though, for this one, Feyenoord 13-8 for the victory, 5-2 is draw, 6-4 is if you let it go. I'm going with the popular vote. 2-1 win. Atletico taking the spoils. Sevilla up against PSV, of course, coming at you on Wednesday. This one's over in Spain. Now, these sides, of course, locking horns in Group B. Played each other 3 times in 2023, 1 win apiece and 1 draw. Sevilla, though, just 1 win in 6, 42% form for them right now. They are 4th with 2 points on the board. I guess Eindhoven, PSV, that is 75% form for them right now. Of course, as they are 3rd in the table, of course, with 5 points as well. Previous match, 2-2 it was back in the Dutchlands back in October 2023. Last time I played each other, though, in Spain was a big 3-0 win for Sevilla back in February 2023 in the Europa League knockout stages. Of course, the Spanish, of course, 1-1 draw against Real Betis most recently with PSV beating Zvola. Of course, back-to-back clean sheets for them. In fact, 3 clean sheets on the spin, scoring 11 goals without return. PSV on this one. The odds right here, right now, we're looking at Sevilla 29-20 for the victory, 12-5 is the draw, 70-10 is, of course, your away. We're going to go with a 0-0 draw on this one. I think PSV's airtight defence will hold them true for another one. Meanwhile, Galatasaray against a must-win Manchester United. That's, of course, their new name. Played each other 4 times in 2012, 2 wins apiece and 2 wins apiece. That's it. Of course, heading into Galatasaray on 50% form for them right now. 1-2 lost to and drawn 2. Scrap that. What am I saying? I say 50% form for Galatasaray, 1-3 and lost 3. They are 3rd, 4 points on the board. Up against United, also on 50% form for them right now. 1-3 and lost 3. Of course, they are 4th with 3 points on the board as well. Previous match was a 3-2 win for Galatasaray. That was at Old Trafford. However, last time I played each other in Turkey, it was a 1-0 win for Galatasaray back in November 2021. United, 1-0 winners over Luton most recently. Galatasaray with a 2-0 loss to Hatayspor, of course. The odds, though, for this one, we're looking at Galatasaray 6-4 for the victory on this one. 11-4 is your draw. 8-5 is United. I've got to back United here. Going to be a scrappy 2-1 win, enough to get over the line and keep their dreams alive heading into the final game. Real Sociedad up against Salzburg, of course, come at you on Wednesday, November the 29th. Now, these two sides have played each other 3 times, 2018, 1 win apiece and 1 draw. Sociedad, though, just 1 defeat past 6, 75% form for them right now. They are top with 10 points on the board right now. Up against Salzburg, they're big. They come into on 58% form for them. Back-to-back games, though, without a win. 3rd in the table and 3 points on the board right now. Last time around, they're over in this match, the reverse fixture. 2-0 win it was for Sociedad back in October 2023. They have played each other in Spain before. It was a 2-2 draw back in February 2018. Sociedad 3-1 winner at Almira most recently. Salzburg with a 0-0 draw against Austria. Vienna. Of course, back-to-back games without scoring a goal for Salzburg right now. The odds here for this one, we're looking at Sociedad 15-8 on for the victory. 10-3 is draws. 90-4 is your away win. We're going to go 1-0 win. Sociedad taking the 3 points. Another goalless affair for Salzburg. Benfica up against Internazionale. Come at you over in Portugal. These two sides have played each other 6 times in 2004. Nothing for Benfica. 4 for Inter. 2 draws, of course. Biggest win for Inter was a 2-0 win. They got 15 goals in 6 games. 2.50 goals a game for Inter, though. Benfica, though, without a win, 10 goals scored in 6 matches. 1.67 goals a game. They're on 58% form of Benfica right now. They are 4th with 0 points so far in this competition. Up against Inter, 6 wins from 6 right now. 100% form for them over the last 6 in all competitions. They are 2nd with 10 points on the board right now. Last time around was in Milan. It was, of course, 1-0 win. It was for Inter back in October 2023. Previous match, though, in Portugal was a 2-0 win for Inter as well back in April 2023. Inter on the back of a 2-0 win over Frosinone. Back-to-back clean sheets for them. Benfica back-to-back, actually a big win over Sporting most recently. That was back in the Portuguese top flight. The odds here, we have 31-20 is your Benfica, 12-5 is your draw. 8-5 is, of course, your long shots. We are going with a home loss here. 2-0 win. Inter with a win. And, of course, sending if not already, Benfica out the group stages. Braga up against Union Berlin. We're sticking in Portugal here, of course, between Braga and Union Berlin over in Group C. Played each other 3 times in 2022. We've got 2 wins for Braga, 1 for Union Berlin. No draws, of course. Braga, though, 50% form for them right now. 1-2 lost to and drawn to. They are third, 3 points on the board. Up against Union Berlin, 8% form for them right now. 4th in the table, just 1 point on the board as well. Previous match was a 3-2 win for Braga in Germany back in October 2023. Meanwhile, they have played each other in Portugal before. It was a 1-0 win for Braga back in September 2022. Union Berlin on a horrific bit of form right now. 4-0 win their last, 4-0 loss, sorry, to Leverkusen most recently. Braga with a big 1-0 win over Rioja in, of course, the Portuguese top flight. The odds here for this one, though, Braga 6-5 for the victory, 2-1 to Union Berlin, 13-5 draw. I'm going with a draw. I'm going to give Union Berlin a little bit of hope here that this international break has done them well, and they come into this with their tails up. 1-1, I think they're already out, but we'll see. Napoli go to Real Madrid, of course, in a bit of a spicy one as well. Same group, of course, played each other 3 times in 2017. That's Group C. Real Madrid, 3 wins out of 3. They're heading into this unbeaten in the last 6 games, of course, 83% form for them. They are top, of course, 100% success rate so far, 4 wins from 4. Up against Napoli on 67% form, of course, new manager now, Walter Mazzarati. They are second with 7 points on board heading into this. Previous match was a 3-2 win for Madrid. That was in Napoli back in October 2023. Last time I played each other, though, in Spain was also a 3-1 win for Real Madrid back in February 2017. The Bernabeu hosts, of course, 5-1 win it was for Madrid last round against Valencia. Napoli with a 1-0 loss to Empoli pre-international break. The odds, though, for this one, we have Real Madrid 11-8 on for the victory, 3-1 draw, 10-3 is, of course, your away win. 2-0 win for Madrid here. Napoli just not good enough, I'm afraid. Arsenal against Lens, of course, come at you over in London. That's right, coming at you this coming, Wednesday, 29th. Played each other twice in 2016, 1 win for Lens, 1 draw, nothing for Arsenal at the moment. 67% form though for Arsenal right now, 4 wins the last 6 games heading into this. Arsenal though, top of the table with 9 points right now. Up against Lens on 58% form for them, 1 defeat past 6. They are second with 5 points on the board right now. Previous match was a 2-1 win for Lens. That was in France back in October 2023. Arsenal on the back of a 3-1 win over Burnley most recently. Lens with a 1-0 win over Marseille. Big win that was over in Ligue 1. The odds here, 4-1 on is your Arsenal red hot favourites. 5-1 is the draw. 9-1 is your long shots. That's Lens here. Going to go with the comfortable vote here. 3-0 win. Arsenal with the points. And then wrap it up. It is Bayern. It is, of course, at Copenhagen over at the Allianz Arena. It's going to be one-way traffic, we imagine, on this one. Play each other just the once. We'll talk about that shortly. Bayern, though, 1 defeat the last 6. 83% form for them right now. They are top, of course, 100% success rate so far. Up against Copenhagen, just 1 defeat of the past 6 games. 75% form for them. They are second with 4 points on the board, of course. Previous match was just a 2-1 win for Bayern in Copenhagen, of course, back in October 2023. Bayern, though, big 4-2 win over Heidenheim, most recently Copenhagen with a big 0-0 draw against Brøndby. The odds here, we're looking at Bayern here. 92 on for the victory. 5-1 is the draw. 11-1 is your long shots as Copenhagen. Let's go. 4-0 win. Let's play the booster as well. That's, of course, completes my pack. Of course, don't forget to complete your picks and, of course, get them in nice and early. But until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell. Of course, we'll be back for that all-important match number 6 whenever that comes around. Until then, though, subscribe. Of course, a whopping 78% of you are not subscribed. And also make sure you bang the little bell so you don't miss a beat. Until then, guys, I'll see you soon for the next one.